Hey guys, I'm sorry I'm late posting this video. I've been sick and still recovering, but better than I was. Um, this is going to be the feedings of my slings and my youngest Juvis. We're going to start off with the Acanthoscurria insubtilis, the Bolivian black velvet. Let's see if this one would like a mealworm. Yeah, this one doesn't always attack on camera. Well, that's just the way it goes sometimes. Shouldn't molt. Did it not too long ago. I think it's just being camera shy. But as you can see, alive and well. Let's move it a little bit. Yeah. Just chilling. Yeah, being very shy today. Alright, well, we'll let you alone then. Alright, next. Here's my Pterinopelma sazimai, the Brazilian blue. Not much to look at now, but the blue will come in probably in a molt or two. Put a little mealworm in there. This one might be on the earlier stages of pre-molt. So, yeah, this one hasn't really been eating much lately. So I'm going to just take it out. But this isn't a good start to the feeding video, I'm afraid, but that's why I usually include update in the title, because not all of them are going to eat, but at least, you know, I know a lot of you guys at least like to look at the tarantulas even if they don't eat. I know I'm that way. Some people think it's boring if they don't do anything, but I enjoy looking at them whether they eat or not. So show them off, guys. But yeah, doing fine. That abdomen is quite big. Can get a little more darkening though. But anyway, there's that one. Let's move on to another one. Now this one here will definitely be an update. It hasn't been long enough for this one to harden up quite yet, but this is my Pamphobeteus platyomma, the Brazilian pink bloom. And because that one molted recently, we're not going to feed this one, but just wanted to show you the beautiful colors here. A little bit, yeah. Yeah, Christmas tree pattern is still there. It's still got water in its dish, but I'm going to kind of dampen this side a little bit more. But doing great. I just wanted to show you how this one's doing. And I tried to sex the molt, but I'm having a little trouble seeing what it is. So I'm going to look again, just after, because I let it kind of, you know, lay out straight and dry out. So I'm going to look at it again and see if I can tell what it is. Sometimes it just, you know, they don't come out too great despite your efforts of soaking it in warm water and straightening it out. But I'm hoping it's a female, but who knows. Alright guys, moving on. Right there is my Chilobrachys fimbriatus, the Indian violet. Definitely a jack-in-the-box. Pop goes the weasel kind of tarantula. Yeah, it's one of those, now you see it, now you don't. You never know which hole it's going to come out of. I see it. Get it. There you go. Oh, That worm's trying to hold on. You better grab it. Oh, they're so cute. I think the spider will beat you there. Well, got half of it anyway. He's trying to tug on it. Like, you're not going anywhere, bud. There's the water dish. These are definitely teas that pretty regularly buries their water dishes. So I'm just gonna put it back there. Well, at least I guess you can call that a semi-attack. I think he has half of it in his mouth. Anyway, doing great. Alright, moving on. Next up, we have the Brachypelma albiceps, the Mexican golden red rump. And this one ate in the last video, but I think this one could molt in the not too distant future. Although, you know, with brackies, they are in pre-molt for the longest time. It's very frustrating to wait on them to molt. But I do think this one's in the earlier stages. So I am going to maim this cricket and just leave it there, and it can get it if it wants it. If not, it's just gonna die there. Alright, very cool. Alright, we'll move on. Here's my Pelinobius muticus, the king baboon. Also in pre-molt, but these guys also are in pre-molt for a long time. I'm going to offer this one something to eat anyway. This one also, because it's a burrower, it likes to bury its water dish. It fills it up with water, substrate quite often. So I'm always having to empty it. But this one hasn't been eating, but I'm going to offer it food anyway. Yeah. You want that? Nope. I didn't think so. But yeah, this one's been in pre-molt for quite a while, so I expect it will be. So, just like I do all the time, I'm going to take out this water dish and empty the substrate out and spray half of the enclosure down and add water to the water dish. And then probably a few hours it'll be buried once again. But yes, alive and well. Alright, moving on. Here's my freshly molted Phrixotrichus scrofa, the Chilean Copper. And this one has had time to harden up. So I'm going to give this one a worm. And fatten it up good. Beautiful, isn't it? Okay. Oh, you're not ready to eat yet. Come on. Get your dinner. My goodness gracious, even ones you think are going to eat aren't going to eat in this video. Look at sticking the butt in there. That's what they do. Some teas do that when they feel threatened. They try to appear bigger when they do that. Plus, they could flick hairs. But I'm going to go ahead and try a cricket with this one. May just not want a worm. But it definitely has hardened up. I'm not worried about that. But a couple of them in there. Whoops. but just doesn't want to eat on camera. This one's kind of like the insubtilis. It eats sometimes and sometimes it doesn't on camera. But look how gorgeous this one. Now this one is definitely a suspect female, so I'm incredibly happy about that. Very small molt, so with the naked eye it was a little difficult to see, but I could have sworn I saw a flap there. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one a female until I see for sure that it's not. But doing awesome. Alright, moving on. Here is my freshly molted Chilobrachys dyscolus, the Asian smoky. Doing awesome. So I will not be feeding this one, but there's the molt. Molt is pretty much destroyed, so I will try to sex it, but I'm not going to count on it being a success with the, it's just too, it must have molted kind of early on. You may recall in the last video, the large feeding video, this one gave me a threat posture, offering it a worm. It didn't want it, and it was wanting to molt. So there you go. So I'm going to give this one a fresh drink and allow it to rehydrate itself. Alright, next. Guys, have any of my tarantulas eaten yet? I think I may just have to call this a Sling Juvie update vid. None of them have eaten so far, I don't think. So anyway, and this one will surprise me if it does, although I think it may have in the last video. So this is the Aphonopelma chalcodes, the desert blonde, and for those of you who watch my channel regularly know that this one doesn't eat a whole lot on camera. So this one will probably just continue the trend of teas not eating. It would be nice if it would, but who knows. But doing well. Another very slow grower. Yeah, I figured. Not gonna eat for us this time, but doing great. Alright, we'll move on. Next. There's my itty bitty Brachypelma Amelia, the Mexican redleg. Molted recently. It would be nice if this one would eat on camera. I don't know if this one ever has, but there's always a first time. You just never know. Sometimes it's hard to get the smallest babies to eat on camera. Look how tiny that one is. That one's only about a ½ an inch. Well, obviously not going to eat on camera, just like all the others. I'm so sorry, guys. I hope you're not really bored. But like I said, I mean, I still love watching y'all's videos, even if your teas don't eat, because I just like to see them. You know, I mean, I know them eating makes it more exciting than them just sitting there, but I still like to look at them. But, well, acts a little interested all of a sudden. Come on, you gotta help us out here. Come on, let's get a little feeding going. Ooh. All of a sudden it seems interested, but it's like, where is it? Where is it? Get out of that corner there. I definitely should be hungry, just probably won't eat on camera, unless we're lucky. Used to have a leaf in there, but I never gave it a new one yet. Well, it's going to take too long, so we'll just leave it in as another update. But the B. Amelia is looking great after the molt. Alright, next. Alright, the Idiothele mira, the blue-footed baboon, is just right in that web tube. Right there. And for that one being like 1/4 of an inch, that one did actually eat on camera. Not the last time, but I think the time before, and I was really amazed. It would be nice if it would do it again. Especially since we haven't had any luck with the feedings, but I'm just trying to get me a little cricket here. But, really well. I had kind of a tough time getting the lid off because the webbing had attached to the underside of the lid, so it's like it was an avic or something. But anyway, you gonna get that? Well, I don't think so, but I'm gonna leave it in there, and I'm gonna add some water to this side of the enclosure over here, since the enclosure is too small for a water dish. So, doing great though, alive and well. Alright, moving on. Here's my Kochiana Bruna Peas, the dwarf pink leg, and he's a mature male, so he is more interested in mating than eating right now. But I'm going to give him a worm anyway, and of course he's going to do like what he always does here lately and hide. Well, I hope you enjoyed what little you saw of him. But I see I need to freshen his water dish because he likes to burrow on. Well, he's kind of he burrows, but he also is on the surface. But he does almost always cover his water dish, so. Alright, enough on him. Next. Here is my mature male, Idiothele villicella, the Tanzanian Chestnut. Again, just like with the Bruna Peas, this one is more interested in mating than eating. But, just like with the last one, I'm going to go ahead and offer it a mealworm. And it can eat it if it wants to. But I don't really expect it to eat. But, yeah, he's still kicking despite being an old man. And he always webs over his water dish. So I just have to add droplets on the webbing there and hope he can get a good drink that way. With this one, it's almost pointless to even keep a water dish in there, but I prefer to anyway. But yeah, he's not eating, so no surprise there. But yep, still with us. Alright, moving on. Can you please save us from this feeding video being a complete failure? I guess not. That was my male Grammostola poker peas, the Choco Golden Knee. This one doesn't always eat on camera, but there he is. And I'm going to throw a worm in there. And who knows, he may not eat on camera. He does about half the time. Let's see here. That's too small for him. He's getting to the point where he could probably have the smaller superworms now. Uh-oh. Well, didn't mean to drop that behind him. Well, that one kind of ended up that way too. Oh, are we actually going to get a feed? Oh, did he get it? did or not. No, I don't think he did. But I think that was the first time a tarantula truly expressed interest in eating. No, wait. Oh, he did get it. Finally. He got one, but didn't get the other one yet. So yes, finally got one. Awesome. About time. I was really beginning to wonder about you guys. Alright. Alright, we'll move on to the next one. This one does not want to have anything to do with me today, so I don't think this one's even going to eat on camera. This one is the Cyclosternum species McCullough, the Peruvian peach collard. Just wanting to hide all the time this time, so, but yeah, he's got his butt up in there. But yeah, just not very sociable today, so I'm just going to put some food in there, and I'm sure it'll get it when it feels like it. But doing well. Alright, hopefully the next batch will have some feedings. Here's my Pamphobeteus niger-color, the giant blue bloom. This one could be in pre-molt, but a lot of times they'll eat pretty close to their molt. So let's see. Come on now, don't let us down. Definitely expressing interest, but did you miss your worm? Nope. Okay, so that's the third tarantula that is eaten on camera. We had the Chilobrachys fimbriatus, and we had the Grammostola pulchripes, and now this one. So, about time. Alright, moving on.